Hello lovely beaders. Welcome back to my channel. Do you know how do we go from this tiny something to this amazing flying saucer earring? Curious to see how it's made? Stick with me and I'll show you. First, let's see what materials you will need for this project. All set with your beads? Okay, let's start beading together. Start by stringing 5 pieces of Delica in bronze color. Slide the beads down on your thread and tie a double knot with the thread ends. This makes a circle with the beads. And step out from the first Delica bead after the knot. Start stringing the colors of the rainbow between the bronze beads. I'll start with the yellow. The second is orange. The third is green. The fourth is light blue. And the last is the dark blue. And with this last bead you will need to step up for the next row by going through the last bronze and the yellow bead. So the first row of rainbow is finished. The next row will be an increasing row where we string 2 beads instead of 1. And we string bronze beads only. We are working in a circle. With flat peyote, you can easily see the end of your row and you know you need to turn for the next row. But here we just keep going around. There's no turning. That's why when you reach the last bead of the circle, you have to step up with your needle to the first bead of the row you just finished. With this step up you can start the new row. In this row the step up is to go through the yellow bead and the first bronze bead strung in this row. Now in this row string 1 bronze bead between the 2 bronze beads. And string the same colors on top of the colored beads. I have orange bead in this side so I string an orange bead. And a bronze bead between the 2 bronze beads. My next color is green so I string green. And repeat all around. Let's go a little faster here, because we just repeat the same steps again. To see it slower, click the wheel icon and choose your speed. With the last bead you need to go through the 2 bronze beads to step up for the next row. In the next row we string only the beads for the colored sides. No bronze bead in this row. On each side use the same color you see on that side. My first side is orange so I start this row with stringing orange Delica beads. My second side is green so I string green beads. Repeat this step around. You can see there are 5 colors and the bronze separates them. So you just have to follow the already defined color scheme on the sides and you will be okay. With the last bead don't forget to step up for the next row. We increase again in this row. So on top of each bronze bead string 2 bronze beads and on top of each color the matching color. I start with an orange bead then with 2 bronze beads. A green bead. And again 2 bronze beads. Repeat around. Don't forget to step up for the next row. We need to string on top of each color the matching color. And 1 bronze bead between the 2 bronze beads. If you made the last rows correctly, the colors are easy to see. 2 Delicas for each color. 1 bronze Delica for the divider. And repeat around. Don't forget to step up for the next row. The next row will be the last row for this side. This is an easy row because we string only the beads for the colored sides. We will not have bronze beads. Like you see, the beading is mostly flat right now. If you want to make this a flat, round piece in the end, then after this row just finish your thread and make another piece. Stop before the last row and then zip the 2 parts together with this last row. But if you want to make the little saucer just like mine, then stay with me. Don't forget the step-up part. In the second part we will bead the pattern in reverse. We will string fewer beads in each row. It will be challenging a little bit. This is a simple row. Add bronze bead on top of the bronze bead. And string on top of each color the matching color. Enjoying this tutorial so far? Then please support me with a like, a comment, or by sharing this video. It really helps. Subscribing is free and a great way to see more beading fun. But honestly, the easiest way to support this channel is to watch this video until the end. Thanks so much for being here. Step up for the next row. Pay attention in this row because we start the challenging part. In this row, you need to add a bronze bead on both sides of each bronze bead. And in the rest of the gaps, add the colors that match each side. So 2 bronze beads and 1 color bead per side. And repeat around. Like you see, my beading is already starting to curve up because I am a tight beader. For now it is not a necessity to bead so tight, but in the next rows, you need to pull the thread and keep the beading tight so the decreases will close nicely. Don't forget the step-up part. In this row we only add beads to the colored sides. We don't add beads between the bronze beads, we just go through them. This is our first decrease. Here you need to pull the thread tight so the bronze beads close together. So you add 2 beads on a color side, and with the second bead you go through the 2 bronze beads at once. And repeat around. The step-up part is trickier now because you need to go through the 2 bronze beads and the first bead from this row. I will zoom in a little bit now. It's getting hard to see the difference between the first part and the new part we're adding. Watching bigger might help you see better. This means I might be a bit out of frame sometimes. I'll try to show everything you need to see. I string a green bead on the green side. I have only 1 gap on each color side. On top of the bronze bead I string a bronze bead. And I repeat around. On the color sides I string the matching color, and on top of the bronze beads I string bronze beads. Don't forget the step-up part. To keep the puffy shape you have to put a 6mm bead inside. You can use round bead like me, but a fire-polished bead works too. For the next row we string only bronze Delicas. So you will have 10 bronze Delicas on the end of this row. Don't forget to step up. This row will be the last decreasing row. On the divider part, do not string anything between the bronze Delicas, but on the colored side, string one Delica of the matching color. Pull the thread tight here to close the bronze Delicas together. You will string only 5 beads, all different colors. Sometimes I pull the thread while I put pressure on the round bead that is inside. This can help make this row even tighter. The stepping up part is tricky again because you need to pull together the last 2 bronze Delicas and then go through the first Delica from this row. And now the last row. String only bronze Delicas. You will string 5 Delicas in this row. You still need the step-up part. Because even though we don't add any beads in this row, we still need to go through the bronze Delicas of the last row one more time to pull them tightly into a circle. And that's it. We have a finished beaded bead in form of a saucer. We need to weave in the thread and the tail before we cut them. I've shown this technique many times before, so I will speed up this part. But if you want, you can slow it down. Finishing is very easy. You just need to go back and forth through the beads you've already strung. Go through some beads, then turn around, go through some more and turn again. I usually turn at least 3 times before cutting the thread. The tail doesn't need such careful finishing because we tied a knot there. But even there, don't cut the thread right at the knot. So go through a few beads with the tail too. Now I want to show you how I finished my own earring. I attached the finished bead to the end of a longer chain so it can dangle and move around a lot. It's like it's ready for takeoff. First, I went through the bead with a head pin. I bent it at a right angle. Then I cut it to size. I left it about ½ centimeter long. And then I made a loop at the end. I opened the loop. I took a chain about 8 centimeters long and I hooked the 2 ends into the loop of the head pin and closed the loop again. Then I put the middle part of the chain through the loop of the earring hook. It is that simple. But you can use your finished bead in other ways too. But here are my finished saucers. They are finished and they are flying. And I like them. And that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you next week.